Hello and good night. Welcome to another chill stream of this 20th of August 2024. How are we all tonight? I see you're already in the chat wanting to play the game that I've been advertising. Well, we are going to do a drawing first. We are going to do, I believe, my character. Uh, Squeaker first. And then we are going to do the silhouette, what I'm going to be calling the silhouette game. Um, I'll basically show you what it is. Um, we have here, we're going to do 25 characters. I already have them in folders. I'm going to bring up a silhouette of a character. I'm going to have people in the chat guess who that character is supposed to be, and then I will reveal who it is. This was inspired by Elk last week, based on the fact that he says people should be able to recognize your character by a silhouette. We're going to see how many people recognize various comic characters, and maybe not comic characters. I'm starting with comic characters, DC, Marvel, and other, and just showing a silhouette. See whether they can recognize the character by that. I have quite a few, but I'm just going to do 25 this week. And if it goes over successful, we will carry it on to some weeks to follow. And if after we're done all the ones that I have, we will do it even further. So, yeah. Hey, Elk, how are you? I was just watching Chris Chan's arrest video. Okay, I'm not even sure who Chris Chan is. The name does sound vaguely familiar. So for now, like I said, we're gonna draw up my character, Squeaker. She is a World War II superhero. You know what? Before we draw her up, or maybe I'm trying to think. You know what? Before, no, yeah. After we'll do it after. I'll show off. I finished up during the week. I finished up all the heroes that I think almost all the heroes except for these World War II ones that I'm gonna supposed to be appearing in the first year and a half. I did some villains, and I finished up all the supporting casts that I have. Well, all except for 8. I haven't drawn them ever before, so. Well, not for all of tonight's episode, just part of it. Okay, so this is my character Squeaker. She's a size shifter. Basically, she can shrink herself down. Yeah, there, let's do better. Small. I caught a part of the silhouette of it. Part of it sounds coolio. Oh, did you watch the original or did you catch the one with commentary? So yeah, and the reason we're gonna wait do this character first is we're gonna hopefully get some people in here. We'll want a bunch of people to be able to participate in this game challenge. Maybe eventually we'll award prizes. I don't know. Maybe it'll be my Scribbattle. Oh, I was watching a legal channel give commentary on the comedy where Chris Chan is also a religious comic book author and artist. Oh, okay, cool. No, the name does sound vaguely familiar, so maybe I've heard of him before. I can't say for sure. Okay, so opening that. Let me make these clothes really wide like they're supposed to be. I don't know how they would stay this wide around her wrists in real life. Let's make these a little small there. Little, by religious, he means Christian, claims to be God. I remember him being very worried for Rick in 2021 after I left. I was afraid Joshua and Christian in my absence. So Joshua probably hasn't heard in a few minutes here. Once we get a few more people here and I get this character done, we're going and I show off some of the stuff I did earlier this over the last week for this type of thing for characters. We are going to be doing a bit of a game that I'm calling the Silhouette Game. As I was saying earlier, it's inspired by Elk because he was saying last week about characters being able to be recognized by their silhouettes. We're going to see whether people can recognize various comic characters by their silhouettes. Rick, that what Rick, what the so Rick, how do you feel about creating a Canadian Shield medallion? I don't know. Chris Chan had a church and religious pastoral counselor, Ruckersville. Okay, we had a discussion 7 years ago. We did. I don't remember what you're talking about. I don't think you were around the channel 7 years ago. Good night, Spoon. Well, I know Goodnight Spoon wasn't. Still, that's 100%. I guess it was my meditation. Even a good person of the channel, the named Goodnight, not Goodnight, Evan Hotep, I don't think was around 7 years ago. Have I been doing this 7 years? Hey Rick, wouldn't it be cool if Cross Comics universe merged with our universe? Maybe. But that medallion idea, Joshua, could be a good idea. What would you do in that situation? I don't know. Obviously, I'd probably like to meet some of the heroes that I would have thought I created. Definitely wouldn't want to meet the villains. What characters would your characters obey your every command? Seeing as how they would have free will, probably not. Because I don't think it would work that way. Which uh, do you do they really have free will if you're the writer? Well, obviously not in the cross comics universe, but if it merged into our reality and they became real life, I would not then be their writer. I wouldn't send him to that channel or that rabbit hole. Okay, so now my big thing here is going to be create. I'm going to do this on a separate layer. And we're going to move this thing. Hey, Cement, how are you? Good evening. If I hit the like button to get notified when stream started. Good evening. I hit the button to get notified when stream started, but it decided not to work, so I'm late. Well, I don't know what time zone you are in, Cement Shoes, but on Tuesday nights, unless somehow otherwise specified, I will start at 10 o'clock Eastern on the nose, or well, within a couple seconds. Because as soon as it says 10 o'clock, it switches over from 9:59 to 10. I hit the live, and then of course it takes a few seconds to actually go live. So you can be sure. Um, what if you retain the ability to control them in this reality? I'm not sure whether I'd want that ability, Joshua, but I don't know. Rick, I'll give you PDR of what Elk is saying. Chris Chan had a bunch of Joshuas, and now Chris Chan is in jail, and his Joshua is still Joshua. Good old reliable YouTube. I'm the same. Oh, same time. Okay. Well, there you have it. At 10 o'clock Eastern every Tuesday, unless something happens where I get a job where I can't be here on Tuesdays at 10. I will be here Tuesdays at 10. Which reminds me, this Thursday at 8, I will be having a special show. I'm going to be having on the creators of the the creator of the Great Cyclopean, the Hero Shack team, and we're going to be going over their newest campaign for the Great Cyclopean number 9 on Fund My Comics. So you want to come by and check that out. And if you haven't heard of Great Cyclopean, that's going in the secret Discord. What's going in the secret Discord? Okay, so let's see. What's going on? You mean the one that only 4 or 5 of us are in? Good night, Spoon. It's probably 3 or 4, actually. I'm trying to create one of those poker visors, well, I'm not sure you'd call it poker, but dealer visors for gambling establishments. You see Data wearing it in a, what you call it? Star Trek: The Next Generation. I'll tell you, famous Rick. Send me the link to the secret Discord. I don't think I can get the link. I'm not. I'm not allowed to give it out. Yes, the visors, not Jordy's visor. Yeah, those cops probably wish they had all been firemen. Okay, so I'm going to take that off. And we'll take that and put in lines there. We'll create lines there. The hair thing. There we go. Hey, Rick. Just a suggestion, but can you draw her nose a little bigger? I could. They were really. So this is a World War II superhero. Her name is Squeaker. She can shrink down to the size of a baby mouse. I guess it sounds like when she's talking, she's squeaking. Oh, we still have to do her symbol. So let's put that back in there. And we have to do her tail as well. Okay, so her symbol is really simple. It's just really a diamond shape here. Oh, and it's not going to be on the right thing for it to do it the way that I want. There we go. Oh, that only went a little too thick. I try, you know what? I don't like the way I'm gonna try to go with the curves. There, they should cut together. The internet garbage things. Uh, that must get annoying. Blah 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 blah. Okay, nothing about what's going on. So we will put her tail, although it's not a real tail. It's probably rope or something. Um, yeah, then we'll come in here. And this is just something fancy I've done just this one time. I've never done this thing quite this fancy before. Tail. Trying to make it seem like it has some definition of roundness. Rick, you said you were killing time until the game. You didn't say you were supposed to talk about Rat Girl. You didn't say we were supposed to talk about Rat Girl. You guys don't have to talk about her. I'm just talking about her. I'm not saying anybody has to do anything. I just thought people might be interested, so I'm trying to say at least a little something interesting about her. So uh, I'll be skipping it. Right. Hey, Rick. Oh, thanks, Test Monkey. Good to see you here. Okay, so there is Squeaker. She could probably be done slightly better. I will rework. I'll have to rework that slightly because she's supposed to be normal height. Does she have big teeth? Mouth teeth? No, she does not. She's her normal height is supposed to be 5'10". So we're gonna save her, and then we're gonna put her on the sheet with all the rest of the heroes. So save as. And eventually we're going to do this as a turnaround for her, but we're just getting all the front part. Yes, I am still in no mouse whiskers. Um, let's see. Squeaker. Squeaker. Yes, I was out in BC for a while. Canada, how old is she supposed to be? In the World War II, she would probably be in her 20s. She is secretary. I think they did pull up her. Dawn. Oh no, that's I got Super Spider the first one, but second one, Squeaker. Mouse Horton is her name. She's 5'10". She's a factory seamstress. She weighs approximately 135 pounds. She has brown hair, green eyes. Yeah, I visited BC back in the day a couple times. Yeah, yeah. I moved. I was there for about 2.5 months, from February to about mid-April. I came back. Was at my dad's for about 3 weeks in. I won't say real northern Ontario, but mid Ontario, and then I'm back in Hamilton where I've been all my life. 6 foot tall woman named Squeaker. I yeah, because she shrinks to about the size of a baby mouse. She can shrink to the size of a baby mouse. That's her powers. Okay, so uh, merge this layer with that layer. Control G, copy that. Really, oh, I don't have the heroes up here because I probably didn't think I need them. Control O. Let's bring up the heroes. Oh, I've got ownership. I've got the ownership of a condo I live in now. Next time you come to Alberta, you welcome to sleep on the couch. I used to have a spare room, but it's rented. What's her endurance? I mean, when she's small, can be she be squished like a bug? I haven't quite figured that out. Um, there is a scene on one of the covers. I have her holding up my character's electite foot, and although it's probably not the right proportion of her being shrunk, but because electite can grow massively, so she probably's got some sort of good endurance. She's probably not easily squished, or some sort of cheese. Does she like cheese? Possibly. No. Okay, so here are various heroes. Let's cross first that are going to appear in the first year and a half. Of course, we have the Canadian Shield. We have the redone Insecto. We have Snowdrift. And all these are going to probably be redone a little bit too, because this is just the first start. I started off with for those that don't know, I started off with redoing Insecto, redoing his look, which made me want to get a Canadian Shield, which then made me, I want to do the turnarounds for all the characters. So I just started getting the front done for them, and I wanted to do the height comparison at the same time. So I figured, okay, we'll just get all the fronts done. A basic, a lot of these are going to probably have to be tweaked a little, because some might be a little bit wider than I think, some might be a little skinnier than I think. And I don't have their feet as flat, some of them as flat as I would like, so that might have been putting their height up a little on this chart. So there's a little bit to work on. The lab's a little full. You always want to invite me to one, but me. Exchanges always. Does she carry rabies to her enemies? No, she does not. What happens if she's present? Does babies shrink as well? I haven't thought of that, Test Monkey. Um, that idea. Maybe when she gets pregnant, she'll have to retire or postpone her superhero activities. Um, I know she's just going to be operating World War II. Um, so I haven't planned a lot of things with her. I know she's just going to be appearing what would have been about the year and a half mark of my comics. So what would be around Canadian Shield 1819, but would be Electi 12 or 13 she was going to be appearing in. Um, she's part of a group of characters, World War II heroes called Secret Warriors. They were going to be helpful in helping modern team form. From my Justice League, I don't know all the details of it. I just know that the Secret Warriors are integral in the forming of the what I've called the Holy Warriors. I don't have all the details worked out. Should give her more babes, like yeah. There's a lot of stuff I haven't worked out with her. I'm not sure how much I'm going to use her. I was trying to do. I was thinking of doing some stories for what's the name of it? I started doing stuff for it online. Wow, the free thing, free cartoons, usually anime or manga. Uh, why doesn't Rick need to present? Uh, well, but okay. Anyways, here's some of my other characters. And as you know, Canadian Shield's 8 foot tall. There's a little thing of the height of a bunch of these characters. That's Messenger. That's the Angel that you see in the Canadian Shield 1. Thanks. Okay, so let's put her in here. Rick is a Christian, so his crimes are at worst very deep down, deep in his psyche. This is true. Okay, so I'm gonna have to zoom out a bit to be able to bring her across because she's probably there. We go. We'll put her in next to Werebear. Werebear is another. Well, she's a size changer, but she's not. I'm doing a werewolf type transformation for Werebear, but not all the fur and all that. She just more gets the height, and muscles, and of course, bear is the a bear is I guess sort of the what you would call it thing. Although I'm not sure what it's literally a bear, but why doesn't she have mouse ears? Because I didn't want to be too thing. Prime Buster needs to work on his name. That's why. That seems lazy. My first and Paladin Slayer of Evil. Yeah, well, Crime Buster, he is he is a comic book writer, and he's out in the fighting crime because he's trying to get some of the stories on these things. So heroes, real life heroes, so he can write better for his comic books and hopefully work his way up in the comics company that he works for, which is going to be, I believe, Merge Comics, which is basically where I've crossed DC and Marvel characters. Oh, so she's autistic. Who's autistic? Uh, Normally, Werebear Linda Bristol is her real name. Is 6'6", and that's her as a teenager. Probably 16. My paladin is okay. You can make her ears slightly bigger than average. Yeah, I could for sure. That might be an idea, Joshua. I think everyone here except me is autistic. So we're gonna save that. We're gonna come back to this later. Um, Great idea about the ears. Um, okay, so before we go into our game, I'm going to show off. I got all my supporting cast done. Well, all except for 8, because the 8 that I haven't got done is just more because I haven't ever done a drawing of them. So these are the supporting casts for. Well, actually, no, there's one other. So I'll say 9. But these are all the supporting casts for Canadian Shield, Snowdrift, Flame, Insecto, Ozona, The Wiz, and Electide. Classist projection. I thought we were all feds. Except Jack McAdams is Insecto's alter identity, his normal height, because Insecto is 6'6". I just figured I'd put him in here. Why not both? Why not both what? Or are you even talking to me? Okay, so here is some villains I've done. There'll be more villains done up this week. I had a Typhoon in Pathfinder. So uh, here is some villains. There's Leo. He's going to first appear in Electide. Here's the 2 different versions of Sunset I've done. The original one, and here's the newer costume that is appearing in Snowdrift number 2. Sorry, I'm a little slow uh, reading the chat like Rick. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Rick, what do you mean by saying you have 18 or more comics in scripts? Um, I've planned. Technically, I've written over 30 scripts. Over 30 scripts are written for Cross Comics. 8 of those are Canadian Shield, 8 for Snowdrift, 12 for the Flame, about 5 for Insecto, 1.5 for Ozona, um, 3 to 5 for Wiz, and I think 2 for Electide. I have for Canadian Shield, I have 1 through 18, the villain that he's supposed to face in it, and what town he's supposed to be in and going to. I have certain things planned out. Here, I'll show you. You want to see this? I'll show this quick, I guess. Stop. Just give me a sec. I need to pull up a particular document. Script number. It's under this. No. And it passes till done. Okay, so let me bring this up. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this. I'm not going to be able to see the chat at all. Give me a second. I want to get the chat. Can we pop out chat? Bring that over here so we can see it. Make it live. Oh, sure. Okay, so. Okay, so I'm not sure how well you guys can see this. So, summary, I haven't got all the summary of the first 60 issues. I was planning to, I haven't yet. But basically, as you can see here, hopefully you can see, it says Origin of Canadian Shield travels to Big Trout Lake. Note between issues 1 and 2, Canadian Shield travels from Big Trout Lake to Nakina. Issue 2 travels from Nakina to Geraldton while taking on Toxico. Issue 3 travels from Geraldton to Wawa, taking on Absorb. Issue 4 travels from Wawa to South St. Marie while taking on Frogger. In the middle of this battle with Frogger, Messenger appears and transports him to Sault Ste. Marie Airport, where he revives a woman by the name of Catherine Crane, who later on becomes Ozona. Sorry, double type. They shocked me. No problem, no problem. Your 2 sets of cards from the first edition are in the drawer beside me. I need to check the next check. CG. Is it dossier? So yeah, I have all sorts of stuff. I have this all for all the first 18 issues of Canadian Shield. Well, actually 19. Then I even have a little bit, issue 67 begins the year of Hell story arc for each Cross Comics character books. Again, for Snowdrift, it's just there's not so much detail. It's just Snowdrift. Second issue battles which character, what traveling or whatever, because I didn't need to set that out because it wasn't important. I just wanted to know who she was taking on for each issue. And again, hold on, guys. What's that? Do. Okay, and I do the same for the flame here. Although, well, Snowdrift one went well. Donner party in the Arctic. Yeah. Um, and then there's some extra stuff in here like for flame here. Um, I'm trying to set up my character the flame and Insecto to be sort of like my world's finest, like Superman and Batman. But I'm calling them Team Supreme. So and I've got some stuff for after like 17 here, after the Warriors of Form, Insecto battles tank again. Then there's Ozona here. Just different things that it's mainly usually just battles a certain character, and then sometimes with the help of a new character or whatever. Like with Wiz here, battles Tank with the help of Werebear. So you're going to see Tank versus Werebear in issue 6 of Wiz and Werebear taking on Tank in issue 6 of the Wiz. And then I have him battling Speed and all that. So that's like I have some minor stuff planned out. Describe Watchtower. Watchtower is basically, I believe his bio in full is on my website, and the way that I don't really want to explain it, but he's an enforcer for a religious organization. I don't really want to name the religious organization. Unfortunately, I do believe it is in the bio on my website at the moment. But if you want to read that, you can go read it. I will. In fact, it'll be nice. I will. I won't read it aloud, but I will grab it and put it in. Yes, I realized after that I probably shouldn't name some certain things by name like that. I could get in trouble, but I do believe it's there. Oh no, it's not like if they say we say there. Okay, so let's see. Let's get back to. Okay, so you guys get name. They won't appear on your doorstep, or will they? No, I'm just more thinking I don't want to get sued or anything like that. Elk. Um, so that's what I mean by I have stuff like, um, although they're not all written, like take Snowdrift here. I have everything written for up to issue 8, although part of 5, no, part of 4 is missing. Part of that story is missing, and I need to redo it. I'm not sure what happened to that part of the script. And I think part of one of the Canadian Shield ones is missing. Again, I got to figure out that. So that gives you a little bit of thing on that. Okay, so let me finish going over these things. So, yeah, there's Horsefly, Scorpio, Frogger. I have two different versions of Frogger, one with a tail and one without. I'm actually got another version of I did before him. I gotta find the picture. I do have a picture that I want to draw eventually and put in here. I'm not even sure whether I did this picture right, whether it does them justice. Jesuits. What other Christian denominations will be villains in your universe? You'll have to figure that out for yourself, Joshua, based on names or whatever. Because all the other ones, I've taken the steps that I should have taken not to get sued. Here's Tank. There's a couple other versions of him that I want to draw up like this as well. Here's Absorb, how he's going to appear in Canadian Shield 3. Here's what his costume's eventually going to look like. Here's one version of the Ant. I did part of him too big. Actually, it looks a little bit too comical here. I know he's in a comic. French Canadian Jesuits appear. Should be so. Yeah, well, the Ant is going to have many, and the Ant's going to be almost like an evil Iron Man. He's going to have a variety of armors. I've got the Army Ant armor, Pharaoh armor Ant. I've got a few others, black Ant armor, red Ant armor. So subjects sue these days. Do subjects sue these days? Some do. Thunder and Lightning, Toxico, and then there's Ape. I just drew Ape today. So Ape is a 40-foot ape. I didn't realize how big 40 foot was in comparison to other characters. Normally, he's not going to be standing straight up that tall. Normally, he'll be bent over on the floor, so he'll be like, more like 25 feet. So over the next week, I'll be doing a bunch more villains to put in here. So this will be expounded sideways a lot more. But with all that said, that's a show off of stuff that's been done. I think it's time for the Silhouette game. So, there's no prizes yet for this. Basically, I'm going to show a silhouette of a character, and you get to guess which character you think it is. It could be DC, Marvel, some other company. And you just get the knowing that you either got it right or wrong. It must be. Because I'm not drawing stuff like that, or it's hidden by the fur. Take your pick, or both. Okay, so I have 25 of these for this week. We'll see how far we can get with 25. Can you make Darman into a villain? I don't even know who that is. So here is, you can just put your guesses in the chat who you think this character is. I'm not sure how long we're going to get. No prizes or anything at the moment. So we're just going to put up the first one at the moment. And everybody can guess who they think. Wait, what are the rules? Point system, I need to know. At the moment, there are no point systems. The rules are just guessing. Well, we uh, we got two guesses in the chat. Leading green hero. One guess per person. How about that? There's a rule. One guess per person. I'll take your first one. Good night, Spoon. And what am I guessing if I don't get points? I don't know. I haven't thought this far ahead on this thing. I just developed the idea. I got 25 of these set up this week. I have a lot more than that, uh, but I didn't really want to do that more. Yeah, you should give us a hint. No, no, no hints. The hint is the silhouette. You said last week that you should know a character. People should be able to know a character by their silhouette. We're seeing whether this is the case. You inspired this, Elk. So, with that said, only two people have guessed. It doesn't look like anybody else wants to guess at this time. Who is right and who is wrong? Is anybody right and is everybody wrong? You should be drawing the silhouette. Yes. We need to take away the silhouette. So yes, it is Speedy, Red Arrow, Roy Harper. I would have taken all those. Yes, if you're a fan, you can. Joshua plays for money. So Joshua, I would say, is right, and so was Goodnight Spoon. Unfortunately, Elk, you were wrong. It was not Hawkeye. So we'll take that one away. And then we have the next one. Who is this silhouette? You know what? I will. This is not a good silhouette. Why is it not a good silhouette? So I take it your guess is Beast, Elk, and yours is Invincible, Joshua. Does Goodnight Spoon have a guess? And people like and share. Get other people in here. Get some other people in here guessing. See whether we can get people guessing who these are. Yes, not autocorrect. Okay. Are you going to take a guess, Goodnight Spoon? Okay, I'm giving 10 seconds for Goodnight Spoon to put in a guess. 10. I'm passing because I don't know if I'm seeing a head or head mixed with arm or some fighting foes. Okay, so here it is. Joshua, you were correct. It was Invincible. Joshua is 2 for 2. Goodnight Spoon is 1 for 2, and Elk is 0 for 2. Here is number 3. Oh, the first, on the first and only guess too. Was it? It was correct. That was so. What was it then? These are silhouettes. They're blacked out. Blacked out just means silhouette, as far as I'm concerned. Anyways. So here is number 3. Any guesses for number 3? Come on, guys. Let's guess. And let's like and share. Like and share. Okay, we got a guess from Joshua. We got a guess from Elk. Do we have a guess from Goodnight Spoon? Silhouettes in the sense mean no fancy poses, usually a 3/4 view. Oh, okay, well. In here, there are going to be poses and all that. Are you taking a guess for this one? I'll say Aquaman. Well, guess who's right again? Yes, Joshua is right. It is Cyborg. I'm not sure whether to give Elk a point. His first guess was wrong, but he corrected it saying Cyborg, probably based on Joshua's guess. I would guess. So there we have number 3. Joshua is 3 of 3. Here is number 4. Can Joshua keep up the streak? We have to guess Elk needs to learn the ways of rejecting messages like Joshua. Well, retracting messages won't work because I'm reading this in the duck, so retracted messages don't work. Are you going to give a guess, Goodnight Spoon, for this character? The character probably has a goal with maybe. Well, Joshua, you have continued your streak. Yes, it is Raven. Okay. Will Joshua continue his streak now? And yes, it was Raven, of course, as we know. That last one. This is not Raven. There's my hint. This is not Raven. So Joshua is 4 for 4. Elk is 0 for 4. What, half one for half one half for 4. I've walked away from my Bluetooth speaker. Ah, what the heck is this? It is a silhouette of a character. Joshua, do you know which character it is? Can you continue your streak? Can you get number 5? I was thinking Blackfire or the girl with Galaxy Donna something. Well, you've used Blackfire, I think, as your first guess. It's sort of a question. I'm not sure whether you can put whether you give up in the chat or whether you're taking a guess. What your guess is. I'm gonna. You know what I'm talking about. No, right, right. Are you thinking Donna Troy? The Wonder Woman wannabe? That's I said it almost at the same time Joshua. I actually said it a second before Joshua put in chat. Yeah, I didn't think that was your guess. I thought you were answering Good Night Spoon. But it is Black. Okay, is anybody guessing? And have you guys hit that like button? Like if we want to continue this game next week, because I have a lot more that I could do for next week. Joshua said first. He gets the points. If this becomes a thing and people want to do this, I will do it and I will set up some sort of thing and points and I will figure out what that point system means. Beyond that, right now you just get bragging rights, but it seems like nobody's guessing. Well, the closest guess we had was Blackfire, and so everybody was wrong. It is Dr. Light. Where's that photon? I was thinking it was Dr. Light, but it could easily be photon too. But nobody guessed either of those, so it's a bet. What's wrong with her? It's not a cape. It's a trench coat, Joshua. That's Monica Rambeau. Okay, so you're saying it's Photon. Okay. Or Captain Marvel. But nobody guessed it, so. And Dr. Light is a man. There was a female Dr. Light as well. Good Night Spoon. that had a very similar look to that. That's why I got confused. I take it that's your guess for this one, Killer Croc. Any guesses? Goodnight Spoon. Women can't be doctors. Well, they can in the DC universe. Is Elk here? Is Elk going to make a guess? I think he's walked away, so I'm not sure whether he's guessing at the moment. So, with that said, guess who's right? It's Joshua. That's right, not what the picture is. Joshua is good at this. Too late. I didn't see, and I didn't see that said. So, well, this should be a fairly easy one for people. I'm sure Joshua is going to get this. And it's Joshua is right. To be specific, that I believe that is Stephanie Brown as Batgirl. Joshua is 6 out of 7. Not bad, Joshua. Okay, we are on number 8. Can you get number 8, Joshua? Can you keep your I'll get Elk was here and he got it as well. So Elk got one as well. I've never heard of her. Well, Stephanie Brown was once a character called the Spoiler. Uh, was the girlfriend of Tim Drake while he was Robin. Okay. Goodnight Spoon's purposely guessing wrong here. And and I think Elk's just guessing Joshua because he's getting everything right. I was AFT. What are we doing? We are doing what I'm calling the silhouette game. I'm putting up a silhouette of a character, whether in a pose or whatever, and you're trying to guess which character it is. Joshua is 7 out of 8 so far. And hello, Test Monkey, again. So yeah, that was Bane. Man, I think Joshua's hacked my computer or something. I got Batgirl with Joshua. Slowly. Are they a mix of ever comics? Marvel and DC, some other comics, not a lot of other comics. I'm planning to try and vary it up. If this becomes something popular, it's something I'd like to do on a weekly basis. I've got 25 of them this week. I'm going to set up 25 for next week. You should really get stronger passwords. Okay, so we got Owl Man from Joshua. We got the Owl from Elk. Goodnight Spoon, I think, is this thing. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. And we got Test Monkey saying, or Blue Falk, Test Monkey saying thing. So we have it, and it is Owl Man. I believe it's Owl Man. I'm not sure whether it's Owl Man or the guy from, but I think they're both Owl Man. From what's the name of it? The Watchmen, the Batman from the Watchmen. I know he's not called Batman, but is he called Owl Man as well? The one from Watchmen. But I do believe that makes 8 for out of 9 for Joshua. Okay, here we go. Are these? Yeah, the last few seem to have been DC. There's been I think there's only been one that hasn't been DC or Marvel. Skeletal. Let's just say I got it right. Okay, I think we can agree with that, Joshua. So, can you get number 10? You've got 8 out of 9 so far. My answer came up just. Oh my god. Yours came up just. Did Owl come up before or? Yeah, the owl did come up just before Joshua, and I'll accept that as the right answer. It's close enough, unless you meant the owl from Marvel Comics. Copperhead, put a woman. Uh, Captain Marvel, Officer Karen. We're waiting for Joshua now to see whether he can make it number 9. No, I meant the Watchmen dude. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you meant the one owl from thing. I was a woman. Okay, so I guess you're giving up, Joshua. Are you giving up, Joshua? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Vixen. So Joshua is 8 out of 10 at the moment. He's the only one with a passing grade thus far. I must be old. You don't know who Vixen is? Okay, everybody so far has guessed. And everybody, remember to hit that like button, share this out. And Joshua is right again, the Flash. Although it could have been Reverse Flash or Yellow Flash. Just as easy. I think the Wings gave this one away. Seems to be a lot of DC this week. 9 out of 11 for Joshua. His stance is classic too, yeah. You wouldn't troll the audience by using your effects. Oh, I would. Well, you are well, the one dude Superman thought. You're right. Dark Side, guys. For those that got Dark Side. I think it's going to be hard for anybody to beat Joshua at this point tonight. But we are on our new one. I don't think you're beating Joshua. Joshua's got 10 of 12 right so far. Which one is your answer, Joshua? Omni Man or Superman? One guess. See, Rick, I think what is important take on this is last week. I was right. People should. Yeah, well, but there's only been one person here that's known practically every single one. Nobody else has. And if you said the first one, then Joshua is right. Omni Man. Seemed like he was trying to trade in his thing. I thought I'd give him a chance to make himself wrong. Okay, new one. That was hard. Well, at least it was hard for you. That's what I was trying to do for that last one. Make it hard. Make it so it could easily have been somebody else. I think Test Monkey's just making these up as he goes along. Are you saying this one's too obvious? But I think you have to be a super fan like Joshua to get all these right. But where's costume? So yes, Daredevil is correct. Okay, can Joshua get this one? Okay, okay, I admit it. I only read graphic novels. Never been a superhero floppy fan. Haven't read floppy since Richie Rich and Sad Sack. Etrigan, yeah. It's just Headless Horseman. Was Clayface for this one or the one before? Or jokingly, of course, for Daredevil, I believe. Any guesses, Joshua? Okay, so Goodnight Spoon saying Etrigan, Test Monkey saying uh, this looks like it could be country with a foot. Test Monkey saying Headless Horseman. Alk is saying Miley Cyrus, but Rick would have left. Well, Rick would have left in Italy. Okay, so are you saying Italy? What are you saying, Joshua? Are you just not saying anything? Are you saying I don't know? Joshua, you are correct. Good guess. I feel like I'm taking a Rorschach test. Is this the Canadian? He still resists. Okay, who is it? Is that everybody's final answer? Oh, we haven't. Well, Joshua, you are wrong. It's USA agent. I thought I'd throw a stumper in there, make you think that it was an easy one. Although technically it's still Steve Rogers, I believe, but as USA agent. I'm not sure when he first appeared. That's cheating. How is it cheating? You figured it was just going to be that easy. You should have known I'd stick something in there. Come on, the shield making it so obvious like that. You did this to me. Hey, Joshua, you're still 13 out of 16. This is yeah. See pictures. Picture. I almost got what I'm going to say. Oh. Okay, next one. You're enjoying me enjoying too much? Maybe. I just knew it would, I knew picking that one it was going to get everybody to say Captain America. Ninja Turtle. Taskmaster. I didn't say Captain. Yeah, you didn't say. Well, most everybody did. You said Harrison Ford as Red Hulk, but you were just trying to troll by saying something that wasn't obvious. But you still got it wrong. Okay, so who is it, Joshua? Um, and yeah, Test Monkey. Any idea who this is? Joshua is now hesitant to say because I fooled him the once. That's who I thought you were going to say, but no, it is not Cable. It's Deathlock. Okay, up next. We're just waiting for Joshua to put in an answer. Oh, yes, you are correct. You got one. It is Jughead. Well, you got the right universe, at least, Chess Monkey. I think that I knew the helmet was going to give this one away. His hat was going to give this one away if anybody got this one. Okay, next one up. So I think you're what? You've gotten 4 wrong so far, Joshua, out of 17. You're 13 out of 17, or no? You got that one. I think you're. No, yeah, you're 14. Yeah, 14. I was into bait switch with Archie. I have Test Monkey answering. We need Good Night Saloon. I think that's Elk answering. We just need an answer from Joshua. Well, Joshua, you're back on your winning streak. Are you happy? What was that, 2 or 3? No. Yeah, so, yeah. 2. Hey, Kirby, how are you? Okay, which Hulk? Joshua. You need to say actually which Hulk here, guys. if you're going to say Hulk. And no, it's Green Hulk. My bait and switch from last time worked. Throw the bait and switch for last time with USA Agent and make it. People say Captain America, make them think it's USA Agent, and make people think this might be a different Hulk than the real one. Joshua is not happy. I took him off his winning streak again. That's why I got him to say a specific Hulk, not a Hulk. He tried to get away with it by just saying a Hulk. Okay. I guess Kirby knows the rules, what we're doing, where it's the silhouette game. You're trying to figure out who the silhouette is. We got three of our what's not Joshua. Joshua's made his guess. Goodnight Spoon's made his guess. Is Elk making his guess? Nope, we go with first guess. Remember, Joshua. But you would have got it if we would have allowed to change your guess. I said that right at the beginning. Well, I've been. How have I been? And even Goodnight Spoon reminded me earlier when I said Omni Man or Superman when I got you to confirm which one you were saying. Put up the rule. I'll put up the rules for next time. Your first guess was Creeper, Joshua. It was right above Kirby Sabretooth. Professor X. That's only for what you don't. Right there, Joshua. Should we all call? No, that's right from thing. I don't have Photoshop, or actually, I might. But uh, I don't know what Joshua is complaining about. He is clearly winning. He's out of the 21 that we've done. I think he's gotten 17 or 18 right. But you can see my connection about character creation. No one they should have. Well, they definitely should have a silhouette somebody can recognize. I don't disagree with it, but there can be confusion too, easy enough as I've also shown tonight with a couple. Rick, you can do me a huge favor and highlight my next message. Depends on what it is. But I think Joshua is definitely a unique individual. Out of everybody here, he's the only one to have gotten close to all these right. And I'm not. I know Goodnight Spoon's fooling around a little bit. Test Monkey, I don't think he's fooling around, but he has been here. Kirby's done pretty good for the little bit that he's been here, for sure. Now this is another probably easy one. I like to put some easy ones in once in a while. But Hawkeye, no, sorry, Green Arrow. By canary, you mean black canary elk? The one who hacked my computer is winning. Yes, it's out of me, Joshua. And I think Kirby was purposely got that one wrong. That's it. No, Adam Eve is from Invincible. Test Monkey. Although we will be having some anime in the future. And again, by Manhunter Elk, you mean Martian Manhunter? Rick. I haven't looked at the Discord while doing this. Good night, Spoon. I'll look after. And you are right, Joshua. And here we are with the last one of the night. John Jones. You'll have to ask Goodnight Spoon. And of course, Joshua is correct, along with Kirby and Test Monkey. We are going with the first answer from people. So, although he corrected himself based on other people's guesses, his first guess was wrong. I always confuse this. Hey, Herman, how are you? You missed the silhouette game. Did you guys like that? Do you want me to do this again next week? Do you want to do this again? Is 25 too much? Should I do like maybe 10? Should I do more, less? Well, I'm not going to do more than 25. But... So Joshua obviously won. He got like I think 21 out of 25. There's no prizes or anything at the moment except for bragging rights. Yes, add Gold Key comics. I will try to add some other characters. Right now, I have a lot of DC Marvel. I have some Archie. I have some Invincible. I might try and throw some Cross Comics characters in there. Fun. 15 counts since 5 seconds off each question. Okay, so it's definitely hard finding stuff like this. You know, like I just did it off the top. You know, we're looking for this. What are you looking for? Oh no, you're going the other way. That's halfway too low, bro. Okay. Okay, so yes, I thought Adam and Eve was Snowdrift. I want to throw some cross comics characters in there. You know, I'd like to throw some other independent characters in there. Um, that's pretty high. What's pretty high? 25 or 15? What do you? How many characters do you think I should do a week? Put it in the chat. And it can't be more than 25 because that's the max I'm doing. I'm talking about Joshua's browser. Oh, okay. Okay, but Good Night Spoon, how many characters do you think I should do a week for this? Uh, I'm not good with math. I just want to know what everybody thinks, whether they like this. Do you want this to be a regular feature on the chill time? Um, I think everybody enjoyed it. It was a fun little game. Um, I can make up get the rules for next time, or maybe write up something a little bit better on this. Um, Joshua 77, 5 to 15. Okay, yeah, like you guys can't see it, but I probably have at this point. I probably have another 50. I have another 25 for sure that are already. Well, I've got to put them in folders and all that, so it's easy to hide them and all that. Should get 5 points for correct answers after first. Yeah, I've got to develop, I guess, the point system or what, and I'm not even sure what. Right now, just 1 point for I guess I could give 5 points to the first person who gets it, 3 points to the second, and a point to the third. I do the points mean anything besides you win? I don't know. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do something like Scribbattle or whatever, do Scribbattle box or whatever. I think it's going to be your first answer. It's going to be one guess, and it's going to be your. Everybody gets one guess. First one. Do we get Scribbattle box? I don't know about that yet. Well, no, you don't get Scribbattle box. You get Crossbox, Piper box. I don't know. Silhouette box. I mean, half a point for correct answers after the first correct answer. Uh, 5 points for correct answers. Oh, half a point for correct answers after the first. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should get a bonus if you can guess the art. I don't even know the artist for these. I would go searching on the internet. I go on Yahoo or Google, and I'm like PNG of characters. I had a phone call and missed the game. Well, sorry that happened. Hopefully, you can go back over and see what we did. Cement shoes. It was just basically I was showing a silhouette of a character, and you guessed who you thought it was. Joshua overwhelmingly won with like 20 or 21 of 25 characters. Can I exchange those for battle box? No, unfortunately, I don't think John would let you. You can get triple points if you're in it. Yeah, definitely things have to work out. But if people like this, I'm more than willing to incorporate this into the night. Do a drawing like I did, and then bring in. Good thing you picked good art of characters. Imagine the difficulty badly drawn. Yeah, well, that I want to make sure the characters were decently drawn. Um, there should be a point multiplier if you on a winning streak. Yeah, Joshua would would really want that, especially when he got what I think 10 or 12 right before he got one wrong. Oh no, his first one was, I think, he did not get, well, you guessed Raven. It was number 5. You did not get Monaco Rambeau. I was thinking Dr. Light, the character, so that would have been wrong. And once I shown it, you guys would have corrected me, and I would have. I saw it afterwards. Uh, it would, it'd be fun with that with drawn. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. What's actually a good idea? The multiplier or badly drawn? So here's the characters we had tonight. We had Speedy, Red Arrow, Roy Harper, whichever one you want to call him. We had Invincible. We had Cyborg. We had Raven. We had Photon or Captain Marvel. She get extra. I'm glad it came up with multiplier. Green Lantern. I thought that was actually going to fool some people, but I'm not sure how you got that one, Joshua. Batgirl, Stephanie Brown, Batgirl. Bane. I don't know how he got Bane. That's going to be in my secret Discord. I'm going to come up with it. Owlman, Vixen. That's another one Joshua didn't get. Flash, Darkseid, Omni-Man. He put Omni-Man first and then Superman. He changed his mind. And I just, Good Night Spoon made me go with the first one. So that's why you got that one. Because I asked to see what you, have a silhouette of a pile of laundry on the floor to reveal it's Professor X without his chair. That's Daredevil, Black Adam. He almost didn't get that one. USA Agent. He got that. Almost everybody except for Goodnight Spoon thought it was Captain America. I did that to fool. It worked, and then it helped me with the second one. Of course, I thought people would think this was Cable. Joshua did, but of course it's Deathlock. So that's 4 at that point that he got wrong. Jughead. I need a handicap for anything after 92. Sounds like Iron Man. Oh, wasn't sure whether people would get Iron Man in that pose or not, but you guys did. Hulk. And thanks to my Captain America one, I fooled people, and that's number 5. So yeah, Joshua got 20 out of 25. And then of course, Sabretooth, Green Arrow, Adam Eve, Martian Manhunter, and Juggernaut. Classic pose. I still want that landscape picture, but as woke as I am, I would have to put it on layaway. Oh well, it's not been sold. It's still packed. I'd say packed away, but it's still away. So don't worry about that, cement. I'm not sure what you said classic post for. So yeah, okay. So I will do up 15 of those for next week. It's probably going to be DC, Marvel, and a couple other characters that aren't DC and Marvel. I might try and get a few more that aren't. I didn't want to get too deep into going and finding characters um, because I didn't know how much people would want this. I didn't really, I didn't expect to get as many as I did. When I started putting this together and I realized how many characters I had, I'm like, oh God, I can't do this many. I got like 50 or 70 here. I ain't doing that many. So I stopped at 25. I've got to find different universes to get. So, build beyond. Um, Daffy Duck. Yeah, I could definitely do some cartoony characters. Although I think a lot of those would be almost recognizable right away. For some people, they would. For some people, they wouldn't. Um, but oh well, I didn't get to drawing two pictures tonight. Sorry about that. Again, I am going to be back here Thursday night, 8 o'clock. I'm going to be here with Chris and Diane Telovich of Hero Shack, talking with them about their campaign over on Fun My Comic for the Great Cyclopean #9. So, guys, make sure you're here 8 o'clock Eastern for a special thing of talking with. Yes, we've had them on before, talking with them about Great Cyclopean. We had them on a few months ago, back I think when they were doing #7, 6 or 7. So it's been a while. We weren't able to get them on while they were doing #8. Um, just make Howard the Duck and make Howard the Duck. Joshua. Yeah. Yeah, Joshua looks like the person to compete with here. Maybe what I'll do is maybe a prize will be um, a digital drawing of a character. 6 p.m. 8 Eastern, you mean? Yeah, 8 Eastern. Well, yeah, yes. Yes, 8 Eastern, I mean, Elk. So yeah, I guess we will see you all Thursday, um, and of course I will be on the mic stand tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern. We will be going over some Meech news. I'm not sure what exactly for those that are interested in that sort of thing. Have fun drawing. I'm not drawing anybody for tonight's show. I haven't made up that sort of rule yet. Um, but I will over this next week. I will get 15 new ones for next week, and I will make it up stuff up for next week. I will get some rules out for this. Again, I hope everybody's enjoyed everything tonight, and we will see you all hopefully on Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern, for our special stream. So bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great and wonderful day, night, whatever it might be for you. Love you all. God bless.